Hey guys, I've gotten a lot of new followers and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And if you have followed along, you know I'm healing my relationship with food. I'm a very active girl. I'm also trying to get my period back. And I'm also trying to have a healthy relationship with exercise. And so I've gotten a lot of comments on how I am balancing an Ironman with also healing my relationship with food and my body and everything like that. And it's a complicated question because I have done the research. Over the past year and a half, I have listened to hundreds of podcasts. I've read multiple books. I have done all the research and I've listened to so many people who have had to stop training in general, people who have had to not even be able to go on walks to get their period back, or really had to dive in super deep to get their period back. And I'm diving deep. I'm doing the work. I'm eating more. I'm resting more. But I also know that exercise for me is such a big part of my life that I couldn't let it go and be okay. I mean, when I got injured, I took time off. I mean, I couldn't do anything. And I realized I was eating more and I was resting more and I still didn't have a period. So if that's still the case and it's still not the time for me, then I was like, I need something that's going to be a bigger push. I was still struggling with food because I wasn't working out. I was like, how am I supposed to eat? Like, how do I eat? Also, when you don't work out, your appetite drops like tremendously. And so I just felt stuck. And so my dad, my husband, and I are doing a Half Ironman together in December. And I know many people are like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to train for that? Coming from an injury and also trying to heal your relationship with food and exercise. Well, it's actually been the most beneficial thing for me on this journey because I know that to be a good athlete, to be strong, to be fast, to maintain mileage and miles and recover, I need to eat. That was my biggest push. In the past years, I've never used gels. I've never fueled I've done so many fasted workouts, but I know to do well with this and stick with my husband and my dad, I have to eat and I have to be a fueled athlete. And so I've started using gels on my runs. I never do a workout fasted. I eat first thing in the morning. I eat continuously throughout the day because as a coach, I know that for endurance athletes, you have to be properly fueling, one, to recover and just to be able to maintain your miles and your time while you're training. So this has been a great push for me. I've been eating more than I have in over 2 years. I feel like my hormones are regulating. Yes, I don't have a period just yet, but there are so many signs that are happening that I feel like it has to be coming soon. And I know some people are worried, but I'm not overtraining. I'm actually taking rest days. I'm only lifting 2 days a week, which for me in the past would be crazy. I mean, I was lifting 6 days a week and running 5 days a week. So now I'm making sure that I'm resting properly. My sleep has been so much better. And really having a goal like this, a performance goal, has helped me so much with my relationship with food. I mean, especially even going to the Chicago Marathon to watch my best friend. That was amazing because you just see people eating rice cakes after rice cakes and you see people that just have like a baguette and they're just eating the bread and just tons of sandwiches, tons of pasta. And in the past, I'd be like, what is going on? But I know that to be a great athlete, you need to fuel properly. And that's what I want to be. I want to be a great athlete, and I have it in me to become a great athlete. But that means that I have to change, and I have to fuel my body. And so that being said, having a training goal for me has helped a lot on this journey. I'm eating a lot, and being around my friends, especially the one who just ran the Chicago Marathon, she hella carb loaded. Like, she was eating pastas and breads, and I needed that. I needed to see that to know that it was okay. And actually, you need that to be a great athlete. And this might not work for everyone. Some people might have to stop working out completely. Some people might not be able to continue training. But right now, this is something that I'm going to try because it's actually the farthest I've gone on this journey, was having a performance goal like this. And I really actually see myself doing so much better and feeling so much better. And when I do feel really exhausted, I'm like, oh, I did not fuel enough properly yesterday. It's time to make sure that I'm eating more midday, or I'm taking note of what I'm eating, when I'm feeling fatigued. Whereas before I felt fatigued 24/7. And so now I know, like, it's not that I'm just tired and need caffeine is that I was under fueling. And so now I'm really way more in tune with my body. When I'm hungry, even if it's mental hunger, I'm eating. Last night, I wasn't even really hungry, but I was like, I could eat, made a bowl of cereal, and that's okay. And I needed that because I ran this morning, and I ate before I ran, and I ate immediately after I ran. So this journey of this Ironman training is great for me because I'm actually, for once in my life, trying to figure out how to properly fuel myself to be the best athlete I can be. And not the smallest athlete, and not the skinniest, or the most aesthetic, but the fastest, the strongest, and the happiest, and the healthiest athlete I can be. So I hope that clears up some things of why I chose to do a big race like a half Ironman while I'm trying to get my period back and heal my relationship with food. But it has really been the biggest push for me, and I've come the farthest while having a goal like this. And don't take this as advice. Everyone is different. Like, see a doctor, see a therapist, or like have some guidance before you do this. But this is just my journey, so follow along and see how it goes.